Lee Wellings is standing outside Southwark Crown Court in London. Lee, just explain for us how the court arrived at these verdicts.
It's been an extremely dramatic day here after a trial which has stretched into its fifth week, and that trial has been about two of the Pakistan cricketers, the ex-captain Salman Butt and the bowler Mohammad Asif, who bowled one of the infamous no balls at that fourth test match between Pakistan and England at Lord's last year. Now we have a situation where the third cricketer involved, Mohammad Amir, we can talk freely about the fact that before the trial had started, he had pleaded guilty. And the difficulty was that there couldn't be any prejudice against the other two cricketers. Now we have a complete picture forming of three Pakistan players involved in a conspiracy that has shocked this sport. Remember, it was uncovered by an English newspaper, the News of the World, which is no longer in existence. And for the first time over the last few weeks, I've heard praise for that today from a senior police officer here. And we also heard from the people who brought the prosecution against the three cricketers in England, the Crown Prosecution Service. This is what they had to say.
Salman Butt, Mohammad Amir and Mohammad Asif deliberately and knowingly perverted the course of a cricket match for financial gain. Through their actions, they brought shame on the cricketing world, jeopardising the faith and admiration of cricket fans the world over. This prosecution shows that match fixing is not just unsportsmanlike, but is a serious criminal act.
So, Lee, what happens now? What are we hearing about the sentencing?
Well, it looks as though the sentencing is going to take place as early as tomorrow. Now, we of course know that Salman Butt and Mohammad Asif are in the country because those two have been on trial here for the last few weeks. Mohammad Amir will be expected to be here also, and finally we'll hear about the fate of these three cricketers. The charges we've talked about carry potential jail sentences of 5 years and 2 years each. Would an English judge send them to prison here for 7 years? Well, that's a matter for him, but he has plenty of options and things to consider, including fines or suspended sentences, and then we'll see what happens to the three cricketers. What we do know is that their careers would appear to be at this moment in tatters, and it's perhaps the youngest Mohammad Amir that we'll see in 5 years' time if he can come back. The other two, it's going to be very difficult for them to come back from this.
Indeed, a sad day for Pakistan's cricket team. Lee, thanks very much for joining us there from London.